White hochwaide stone helian skwext, seot last ekwen kameshne sichamuhulu ramuntwin. Hi, my name is Stone Healy. I'm from Seout, which is a part of the Housanish nations on so-called Vancouver Island. I also come from European descent of Irish, Roma, and British, and my pronouns are they and them. I'm a fifth-year student in a four-year program with a Bachelor of Social Work. One really important part of my process as a student at TRU has been locating myself in relation to my work and everything that I'm learning. So to locate myself in relation to the queer community, I'm a non-binary, two-spirit, polyamorous, pansexual, but for short, queer. It's been really good learning for me personally to find myself in context with my assignments by centering some of my assignments around queerness. My best learning is through connection and conversation, so finding other queer people in my program and in the program's faculty has been really comforting for me. And it's brought me the sort of representation and leadership that I really needed to feel validated and inspired in my learning. So I'm really grateful for the queer students and faculty who have guided me while I've been with TRU. On Facebook, I really like the Kamloops Pride Hangout page because that's just open. It's not necessarily connected to Kamloops Pride or curated by them. It's just open to any queer person in the community. And somebody also just started up a page called Queer Connections, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that group is going to go. But the most I find is helpful as a queer student as we're navigating online learning is just spending time on the land. I find that in our classes and in our relationships, we're finding who we are in relation to other people, but when you're spending time out in nature on the land, you're just human, you're just yourself. The land is never questioning your gender identity, your relationship status, anything like that. And it's a good break to recenter and find yourself just as you are. And so that's my suggestion to you. And I hope that you can spend time just being comfortable so that you can bring all of those good things into your assignments this winter. So take care.
Hello, my name is Sylvia Straka. I am a queer cisgender woman, pronouns she and her, who's also a social work faculty member. I wanted to really warmly welcome you to TRU, and if you're from out of town, to Kamloops. My colleague, Juliana West, who's another queer cis woman in social work, asked if I could welcome you on her behalf as well, because she wasn't able to make a video at this time. So greetings from Juliana. I remember when I first came to TRU in 2015, and I was a little bit worried about how I would fit into campus as a queer faculty member, and a little bit worried about the rural piece of it, knowing that in big cities there are more clearly identified safe spaces. But I got onto campus and I saw this rainbow crosswalk, and that just delighted me. It made my heart sing. And then Dylan Robinson, who's TRUSU's equity coordinator, invited me to be on a Pride panel as a faculty representative. I was so impressed to learn that TRUSU had been doing Pride parades for a couple of years and that these were the first in Kamloops for a long time. So I have amazing things to say about TRUSU as representing and engaging students on equity issues. My main area of expertise in social work is aging, but what I do is I'm really concerned about the kinds of people whose voices are not well represented and who remain pretty invisible as older adults. So that includes queer, trans, bi, the whole range of our community. In fact, I'm heading a project right now that is asking diverse groups of rural older men about their experiences of aging. And one of those groups is male-identified older men who are gay, bi, and transgender. And that piece is headed up by my colleague Andre, who's also made a welcome video. Finally, I also want to welcome those students coming here who aren't quite sure yet about their identities, who are questioning, I'm not sure, am I not? This is a great place to do it. This is a great time. I'm really saying this in particular because I didn't come out until quite a bit later in life. I had tried to come out in my 20s and I was told, no, you're mistaken. I tried to come out in my early 30s and I was told, no. And when I finally did come out, it was because I went back to school as a mature student, and it was the things I encountered at university that helped me to actually grab hold of who I really am. So I just want to end by saying welcome, welcome, welcome to TRU. I'm really glad you're here.
Hi there, my name is Andre. My pronouns are he and him, and I'm a queer faculty member in the School of Social Work and Human Service at Thompson Rivers University, which is located on unceded lands of the Secwepemc people. Having previously served on the board of Kamloops Pride, I encourage all of you to connect with a wonderful group of folks of Pride Society, as well as, of course, True Sioux Pride. As part of the queer community, I've had the pleasure to be engaged in research with trans rights organizations, as well as gay, bi, male sex worker programming. And I'm currently part of a research project looking at experiences of diverse, rural, older men with a specific focus on gay, bi, trans, queer, and two-spirited male-identified folks. I'm extremely passionate about equity, connection, and community, and I've been part of the TRU community for 4 fabulous years. And while this year we won't be able to see each other in person for the 9th annual True Sioux Pride Parade, I want you to know that the spirit of pride cannot be cancelled and it cannot be dimmed in each and every one of us. And I want you to know that I'm here for you and I stand beside you. So let us celebrate diversity and continue our fight for equity and justice together. Please always feel free to reach out and connect.
Hey, welcome to TRU. I am so excited. I hope you love it as much as I did. I finished my Bachelor of Social Work in 2018. I spent 4 years at TRU, first 2 in the arts program, and I loved every bit of it. TRU is actually the first place I ever came out publicly. I joined the Pride Club in my first year, and from there I got involved in the Student Union and the Kamloops Pride Association. And when I graduated, I got a job with Safe Spaces supporting queer youth in the community. So TRU was really my starting point for getting involved. I encourage you to get to know the community, to reach out to people. Feel free to reach out to me. Everyone here has been so nice and so supportive. Professors, fellow students, and staff and faculty at TRU have all been great.
Hi, my name is Erica, although I prefer to be called Era. I'm in my final year of the Bachelor of Social Work program at Thompson Rivers University. My gender pronouns are she and her, and I'm a very proud member of the LGBTQ2S+ community. I work as a mental health and substance use rehabilitation worker at South Hills Psychiatric Facility. And I've also been blessed with not only the opportunity to participate in, but actually personally develop the Life Skills program for Away Home Kamloops, which has been an absolute dream. It's been my baby for the last 8 months, and it's something that I've been very passionate about and very grateful to be able to participate in. I feel like it's also kind of paved the way for me as over the last 3 weeks, I've launched a global initiative that I call Be Love, the Caker Project, and that stands for compassion, awareness, kindness, empathy, and respect. This project, it's my dream to see a better future where inclusivity is valued and diversity is celebrated rather than discriminated against. Obviously, this includes the LGBTQ2S+ community. I feel that it's so important that we remain connected, not just for our individual health and well-being, but for the sake of humanity itself. I definitely want to commend the TRU community for its valiant efforts in keeping both faculty and students united and engaged in higher learning. I feel that by continuing to promote the values and ethics that the social work program sets out, And by remaining vigilant in our collective efforts to making inclusivity a priority, I believe it is possible to create a better future. I do believe that this is the time to change. I think the world is ready for it, like I say. And so let's work together to create a better future, a better tomorrow, okay? Thank you guys so much for listening. And thank you so much again to the faculty and staff of Thompson Rivers University. You guys have been a shining light and a wonderful example of how to embody inclusivity. And I especially want to give a shout out to the faculty of the Bachelor of Social Work program, as well as Human Service Development, Human Service Diploma program. Thank you so much. Peace and love. Bye.